Hi everyone, today we're doing the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. Now my mum bought me this last year for my birthday. To be fair, I haven't really used it a lot, but it has been more for personal use. Whether that will change and I will put it to a channel later on, who knows. But I thought I would share this and do a flip through and what my plans for this month, what I'll be using it for. I also got other ranges, which was the with the Oracle. I'm not sure, is it? Yeah, it's from the same artwork of Jasmine Becca Griffin, right? I don't know if this one's the same as well, but yeah. So I have got these, and I have used these for like on my previous channel before it turned to Music Tarot, was pick a card readings and Halloween aspects as well. Halloween pick a cards and that. So if you want me to do a flip through of these, let me know in the comments and I will. So let's get on with this then, shall we? So I've put it all back in order, guys, right? So I love the box, yeah. And it's quite a thick book. And I was really surprised. So let's put it this way. It's got the mirror within, beautiful truth and light. Try it. Do you know what? I can't even pronounce that, so I ain't going to bother. But it's got that one. Okay, so represent the consultant. Well, mind over heart. 30 days outlook. I might try this on this channel maybe for next month. Maybe let me know your thoughts. Voices of the beautiful creatures. Vice versa. Family tree inheritance. Time after time. Lucid dreaming. Mend a broken heart. Next best thing. Astrology houses, past life. Yeah, let me know if you want me to do a pick a card or just like a collective reading with that. I don't mind giving it a gander. My one pet peeve. It's a lovely box and that. And when I first got it, I was like, oh wow, this is really cool. But it is a nightmare because you've got to literally tip it to get it out. And so the box is great, but I just don't like how it's situated in the box. But that's my preference. Yeah, I just find it a bit of a ball ache, to be honest. But yeah, the box is nice and thick. No judgment here, just my experience in it. So I've got two piles. Oh dear me. Right, we're just gonna go for it, right? I don't know what's happened here. I did put it in all. All right. Queen. Because they don't fit in the box. So I'll put that. There we go. I'll get organised in a minute. I don't know if I can bring it up. Let's have a look if I can. Oh, look. Well. That's probably the best I can do, guys. But I'll put it to things. So it's got two extra cards. So these are the two extra cards. You're the one. Authenticity. Paranormal. It's nice thick. I like the thickness of it. And it is easy to shuffle. Paranormal curiosity. So those are the two other decks. When I first got it, I did struggle I gotta be honest with connecting to it, but I don't know if you feel if you guys feel the same with decks. But this time round, when I was putting I pulled them out and I was asking specific questions, and all of a sudden it was like doot, 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 doot. So I know I'm going to be asking specific questions with this deck, because it was almost like I was talking to a friend, you know. I know that sounds really weird, but yeah, it just felt like I was talking to a friend. So I'm going to treat it as a friend. Friend, when you sort of like, you know, you're asking questions and like, what do you think? And you're getting their perspective on it. Okay. But I've always been drawn. I know I'm a bit weird. I know it's this the big head things is not for everybody, but I don't know. I just love it. I just love the pattern of it, and I'm starting to enjoy, especially with brain fog, when I get brain farts and that. This just helps me bring me back. Having a word there, so it just gets me back into center a little bit. Sometimes it can block you, but I tend to how I read is I like the meaning of the card, then I like to see the characters in the card, and then, you know, looking at the keywords if they've got keywords as well, you know. So, and then what is said in my head. I still got to say it out. So yeah, she's one of the goddesses, isn't she? I've worked with her before. Hardcore, this one. She's hardcore. So I probably will be like, for me, be asking specific questions. You know, like whether it's about work, home, you know, or if I've got like a problematic situation that's come up, I'll probably pull some cards on it. If you want me to pick a card with this, let me know. Or if you want me to do one of the ones in the book, I can. But I just, when our mum got it, because our mum's not, she's not, she don't understand it, like, you know, so she's just like, she's not I wouldn't say she's not a believer, but she's like, sits on the sidelines a lot with it. So for her to buy me a deck is kind of awesome, really. Shows support, doesn't it? The Hanged One. The Chester Cat there, look. How cute. The Alice in Wonderland. I mean, have you got this deck? What do you use it for? Love to know. Or what would you like? Well, what would you like me to do on this channel and use this for? I am in the midst of like looking to create another channel. I know. Glutton for punishment, me. The habit dependency. Which I don't want to say too much of what I want to bring to that channel. But I just wanted to separate it from my music channel. So it will be investigations, but it'll be, it'll be what my other interests in. So you might figure that out. Anyway, the Star Hope. I love the wings, and I do like this deck. Like I said, a couple of times I've pulled the deck, and sometimes it speaks to me and sometimes it don't. But then sometimes we don't always need to know the answers. Maybe we need to let things unfold naturally on its own, you know? So yeah. There she is again. She looks more peaceful there. I'll take that. I wish I bought the other deck out of her there. But I don't think I will use this as a journal deck, to be honest. I don't, to me, it's talking to me as a friend and more of like, more a problematic. I might journal it in a sense of like practical sense of like getting advice and that, rather than reflection. So I don't feel will use this deck as a reflection deck. For me personally, I think it's more of like, I would be more inclined to do it with planning, making, or like I said, choosing it for questions and stuff. It just doesn't give me the vibe of reflections. Or shadow work or anything like that. It doesn't give me that vibe. It might be different for you guys, because obviously each deck calls on us with a different purpose, and I just feel this deck is more for like maybe groundwork more so than inner work reflection. But do you feel differently about that? I mean, some people do. It's how the deck speaks to us, doesn't it, really? It's kind of cute, isn't it? It's like, I think it's cute. I suppose the inner child. I did with one of my decks done inner child work, and I think that was the shadow one, the shadow and light. I think I'd done a pick a card on that, but I don't get that vibe for this. And it's interesting, isn't it, how different decks speak to you, and it can change as well. I've given so many decks away, and I'm starting to learn not to be very cautious of that, because there's times when we get drawn to, we get our favorite decks, and then all of a sudden it looks like pictures. And it's like, this is not making sense. And you start questioning, have I lost my ability? No, you haven't. No, it's just that maybe the deck is not in lining with you and your energy. So shifting it and then trying out a deck that you don't necessarily use regularly or didn't connect to, try pulling it out and, pulling some cards and seeing how it speaks to you, because it might surprise you. Yeah. So those the ones that's covered in dust in the back of the cupboard, or wherever you store your tarot. Don't give up on it. It might be that it's just not in alignment with you at this present stage. That's my experience anyway. So we've got the 10 of Wands. And even the 10 of Wands, that's like weighing down, but it's got butterflies, isn't it? And flat, so even that, it's just. And then we've got the King of Cups, fascination. It's even got the Scorpio. Scorpio. I would say that's a symbol, the Scorpio symbol. I wonder if it has got. I'm not very good with star signs and that. Sorry, it's gone out of. Why is it doing that? Well, that's annoying. Oh, here we go. We're back in focus. Knight of Cups. I am like in the midst of, like, I'm still doing my music deck that I've created at home. And I've like now set up a new one that I'm going to be working on for my new channel. once I get the energy to do that. So I might bring this, I'm going to play about with it, but I might bring this to my new channel as well. But I'm happy to do a reading on here if you want me to. So you can see, usually I do it at the end, but I think it kind of misses the point, because people just look at the fact that you just pulled, you're doing a show and tell, and don't really see the actual, they miss the purpose of me pulling cards. So maybe I'll give that a miss a little bit. So I'm going to do I'm going to do some more show and tells. I'm just going to go through my decks. And I know a lot of people have done it, but I'll talk about my experiences with the deck, how I've used it, and, the purpose I've used it for. Doesn't mean you have to. I'm just saying that. I love this. This card. I just think it's just cute. I suppose you could do inner child work with this, maybe. Although I'm not feeling the pull with it, but I'm not saying, because like I said, the purpose, your purpose deck could change. What works with the deck may no longer work, but you evolve, don't you, in time? So we evolve and grow. So that will be your readings will evolve and grow as you grow. So the purpose of the deck may change prior to your growth as well. So what was yesterday's news? What was yesterday's chip paper? You lived in the UK back in the day. Yeah, so because our perspective does change through the years. I'm not the same as I was yesterday. My experience may have changed my mindset for today. Or it may remain the same. So the Queen of Swords. Look at that. That's my card. Gemini. Oh, actually, the Lover's card is Gemini, isn't it? And I got Scorpio rising as well. And I reckon that's why I'm intuitive. So I've got a battle of wearing my heart on the sleeve and the clinical, in my head a lot. With the Ace of Swords, yeah. And I like this as well, the Two of Swords here, where it's the light and the shadow, isn't it? Finding the light of the choice in the situation. Once we've made the decision, we become into the light of things. But first off, it's really causes a lot of self-doubt and self-confusion of knowing what to do. But once we made the decision, things comes a lot lighter, don't it? My ears just popped then. She looks sassy there, doesn't she? She's got a bit of sass there. Just like my granddaughter. She's got a bit of sass. She's sassy. Sassy pants, I call her. And she calls me farty pants. She goes, oh, nanny. Five of Swords. Painting her own picture there, isn't it? It's grey and dark, and we just paint our own picture. Leaving that behind, look. Look at that windy is like a maze there, isn't it? So you'll never win. Sometimes we just got to leave things behind and paint and just paint our own picture and things. And go, okay, you do you, boo, and I'll do me. That's what, that's it. That reminds me of the Spice Girls song, Stop Right Now. Thank you very much. Even the treachery card just looks appealing. We can be imprisoned by our own faults. Where we wear a mask. Inside we're full of, could be full of anxiousness. His anxiety is probably one of the worst. I know there's like strategies to help with the anxiety and that, but when you're in that panic mode, it's awful now. Ten of Swords. Fidelity. Is that fidelity? She's got a lot of skulls there. Interesting that they picked skulls for the swords. King of Pentacles. And I love the horn. That's Taurus energy, isn't it? Is that Taurus? Might have got it wrong. I think it's Taurus energy. See, I'm a visual learner. What are you? Are you guys visual learners? I'm not seeing it. I think that's a Virgo. Guess the symbols, isn't it? I'm not sure what that one is. What do you think it is? Let me know. I do. I mean, I'm going to have to mix the deck up now. But I do. We could pull a few cards. Two of Pentacles. Flexibility. Trying to think what spread I could do. Do a little interview, maybe. I won't shuffle because I put them all in things, so I'll let the deck speak. I know. What message have we got for the collective? Should we just do that? I love the fact that they got the frog, because frogs to me, frogs, when, for the animal totem is cleansing, it's talking about cleansing and stuff and letting go. So the fact that the Four of Pentacles, I suppose it depends on where you're drawn to, isn't it? If you're drawn to the orange, it could be your sacral chakra is blocked with your creativity because you're holding on to certain things. If you're drawn to the frog, there might be something that you need to let go of. Maybe you're holding on to something that's keeping you held back. Same sort of like with the orange, but it's a different format, isn't it? I would probably investigate the totem of the frog as well. Cleansing and rejuvenation. I suppose that could represent there, but I think it'd be through 5 of Pentacles, poverty. That's what people are struggling with at the moment, isn't it? Trying to be resourceful with what they've got. 6 of Pentacles, generosity. Giving a big hug to that dragon. It's so cute. I got so low. I love fantasy world. I always have and always will. Progress. And I love the clock terminology in this. And even the mirror. Is it a mirror? No, it's a clock. Bending. I do love that. 8 of Pentacles. Kind of cute, isn't it? Kind of gives me that magician feel. I know it's not the magician, but here just gives me that magician manifestation feel. 9 of Pentacles. Fruits. And then the legacy of the deck. Yeah, I think I'll do a quick. If you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, it's okay. It's cool. Like I said, it's not going to be. We're just gonna play. So, what does the deck? That's too many. What does the deck want us to know? The collective. This is just a quick makeup one. So what does he want us to know? So we've got that one, the World card. Okay. I want to say about pulling together, building together. We need to be together to completion. So there's massive changes going on in the world today. It's a cycle so we're going through a cycle. Something that's going to empower us here. Tell us more about that. The Hierophant card. Right, we're pulling major arcana, so definitely major events. Like I said, it's not been shuffled, but we'll go with it. It's doing right by people, doing right. We know that a lot of things is being uncovered at the moment around the world, and there's been some breakdowns in there around it. 6 of Swords, we need to detach ourselves away from that. Because it's treachery. It's like going down the rabbit hole here. 3 of Wands is having patience while things are mapping out. So advice from the deck. It's going to take a bit of time. The Temperance cards. Everything in moderation. We just got to wing it. We just got to wing it, guys. We just got to wing it. We've got to wing this vibe. There's a lot of uncertainty going on in the world at the moment. I do see like recovery plans happening, led by core values, okay? So there's going to be a completion with this, although there's still going to be some treachery around that system before we can move on. So have a little patience, okay? Everything in moderation. So don't get overwhelmed with all the bug down of the news in the system, with the system at all, because, you know, it's transforming. I'm getting 3 to 4 months that something is on the horizons for change in the world, because we have the world card in the thing. So what's the change? What would be the change? 5 of Cups. There's going to be certain elite people that's going to be having full regrets in what they're doing. I'm wondering if this is government based. Didn't plan to do this on here, but we're going to go for it. Wonder if this is government based. I think agreements is going to have to be made. So there's heavy duty stuff happening in the world right now. There will be regrets on how the decisions that they have made. Doesn't give them excuses, by the way. I'm just reading between the lines of what it's saying. But we have some celebrations here. So I do feel like that there's going to be a committed resources time. Spirit is involved in this as well. So there's a lot more going on behind the scenes spiritually as well. Okay. We want to bring back authenticity to the world. Okay. And more clarity. Yeah. And idealism. There's Gemini there. We want to bring balance back. Okay. An organization. So governments are shifting, guys. Governments are shifting. That's the message. I'm going to leave it as that. So what do you think? I didn't expect that. But we give what we give. Again, this channel is like, I don't know my angle at the moment. I'm just testing the waters with everything. So, yeah. So that was the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. I hope you enjoyed the flip through and the message. Weird. That's just weird, isn't it? Anyway, sending lots of love. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more of this. And definitely, you don't have to comment if you don't want to, but I would appreciate it if you did, because this will help me find a purpose for this channel and an angle. Anyway, take care. Lots of love.